Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Joining me right here today is Peter Laboy. Peter, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How you doing, Kate?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. So why don't we start by learning a little bit about yourself and how you got started in acting?
Okay, a little bit about myself is I was born in Puerto Rico, so I'm Puerto Rican. I was born there, raised in Tampa Bay, Florida, and as a kid, I was pretty much always the kid that had like the little handheld, mini DV camera, always making like skits, and I used to always do spoofs of commercials or like TV shows and things with my friends. So between sports and film, that's pretty much what took up all my time as a kid before I got into theater, where I really started like learning more about acting.
If you had the opportunity to act with anyone who you have not acted with before, who would you choose and why, Peter?
Yeah, I'd probably go with some of the actors who I really looked up to the most growing up. I love Will Smith. I'm really crazy about Will Smith. Denzel Washington. Those are two of my favorites. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Robin Williams. He was always
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite actors. But yeah, it's kind of hard to just pick one, but I guess those are two that come to mind right away.
That's awesome. So, do you have any upcoming projects, whether that be with Darman, which most of you know? On the show here, we've done a couple interviews with a bunch of Darman characters. But do you have any upcoming projects with them, or just in general?
Well, with Dartman, I always have a little something coming out with them. I've probably filmed 3 or 4 episodes with them that haven't come out yet. So you can expect to see me with, my little one-liners or small parts and a couple more of those. And then I actually have been working on a lot of short films that are going to be hitting the film festival circuit later. I have a national commercial for Captain Morgan and LAFC, which just started airing, so that's going on right now. And then just a couple projects, some of them with NDAs that I can't really speak too much about,
Mm,
but if they were to fall through, then that would be out soon as well.
that's awesome. Congratulations on that, Peter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What advice would you give somebody who might want to start acting?
What advice I would say is, if you want to do it, if you're sure you want to start acting, then you just have to get started. You got to really believe first that you can do it, because if you don't believe in yourself, honestly, there's not even any reason to get started. Don't find any excuses to not try, is what I would say. A lot of actors who want to be actors never even take a first step because they have 100 reasons why they think it won't work out. So you really just gotta take a step, take a chance, have faith in yourself, and let the rest figure itself out.
That is absolutely true. That is really, really true. Peter, what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for acting? Like, if acting wasn't an option for you, what do you think you'd be doing?
It would definitely have something to do with sports. When I'm not acting right now, my other job is a youth football coach and
Oh.
soccer. I coach multi sports for elementary kids. And yeah, sports is just a huge passion of mine, just as much as acting. Didn't have what it took to go pro, but I still would love to coach or to be involved in sports in any way possible.
Where do you see your acting and yourself in the next couple years? Where do you want to be?
I definitely want to be just honestly continuing to work, whether it be Darman commercials. I really do want to jump into movies. I see myself taking the next step as a SAG actor. I'm SAG eligible now, and I hope once I do make that step that I can be more of a recurring actor, guest star, but most importantly, a lead man. That's always been the ultimate goal, and that's what I'm going for.
What do you like doing outside of acting? Do you have any hobbies, interests? I know you mentioned sports just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so yeah, playing sports, watching sports, that's definitely a big one. I also am going to school right now to get my
Oh,
yoga instructor certification. I'm a big fan of yoga, believe it or not. And I like hiking. Me and my wife, we do road trips, we do hiking, we both love nature. So outside of like the acting, it's like kind of the simple things, to be honest with you.
Where's the best place that you've hiked to?
Oh, the best place, number one, man, that's tough. I would have to say Alaska.
Okay.
Went to Alaska 2 years ago. That's where me and my wife got engaged in Fairbanks, Alaska, and Denali National Park. You know, it's the highest peak in North America. It's beautiful. The Northern Lights. It's a whole different kind of lifestyle than anywhere down here. That's
That is definitely for sure. I've never been, but that is
yeah. That's,
definitely a really place to go if I ever get to go down there. So,
I would encourage anybody to visit Alaska. It's beautiful.
absolutely. Is it cold there
Mhm.
or like I know a lot of people say it is, but I'm just curious.
Well, we were there in October, so it was
Okay.
cold, but it wasn't quite like, January
Hmm.
freezing yet. But it was pretty cold. It was like in the low 30s, and the roads were completely covered in ice and snow. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it was pretty chilly.
Fair enough, fair enough. So kind of walk me through a day to day of Peter.
Day to day, well, honestly, nowadays, more likely than not, I would have a self tape
Hmm.
somewhere in my day. I've been self taping pretty frequently, so I like to do my self tapes in the morning. I feel like I do my best work early in the morning. So I wake up, work out, take my daughter to school. If I do have a self tape or anything that has to do with film, I try to knock that out. Hopefully, I'm on set. Hopefully, I'm filming.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, if I'm not, then I usually have my other job, which is coaching the kids flag football when I'm not on set. And then after that, when I do have free time in between, I'm always reading or studying something, sending out emails. I have like a list of every casting director that's
Yeah.
ever brought me in. And anytime I get a chance, I just try to send like a little thank you for having me,
Hmm.
appreciate the opportunity. Because it's kind of hard to get to those tasks, but when I do have free time, I try to knock those things out because they can help sometimes.
They definitely can, and I think that's awesome that you're thanking them because, a lot of people take it for granted, because it's not an easy industry at all.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Just letting them know, you appreciate their
Right.
time, and
Hmm.
as long as you're not asking for anything, I
Yeah.
hear
Hmm.
casting directors get emails of like, "Hey, put me in this," or "Can you think of me for that?" And I'm sure they get that all day. So just a thank you, appreciate, and keep going.
Absolutely, and you're not going to get anywhere with demanding. So, I mean, it's not worth
For
trying.
sure.
I'm sorry, but it's not. So,
Mhm.
what is the message that you'd like to give your fans or anyone that might be listening or watching to this, Peter?
Just I'll follow your dreams and listen to your heart, and don't ever settle for something that is a struggle to wake up to do. You shouldn't need an alarm clock to wake up in the morning when you have something that's waking you up. So
Mhm.
don't ever settle, really. If you have a dream, take a chance. And it doesn't matter how young or old you are. Maybe you've never taken a chance, but you can do it. I'm here to tell you it can happen. Nothing's impossible. And, you really just got to believe in yourself and take a chance on your dreams.
If people want to learn more about you, where can they do so?
First, I guess you can follow me on Instagram. I guess that's where I really post the most of like my daily life and any kind of gigs or when I'm on Darman. Or I guess for my more professional side, I am on IMDb Pro with, everything, Actors Access, Casting Networks. I have a profile on everything. Facebook, not so much. I haven't been on Facebook in forever. So yeah, the Instagram would be the most at Peter slash underscore LA underscore BOY.
Fantastic. Peter, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention?
Mm, no, I don't think so. Gonna covered it all, I would say. Good questions.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Peter, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show, today's Best Country Mix. Keep up the good work, and we're excited to see whatever you're up to next, whether that be in Darman. I know you said you had 3 to 4 episodes, that are going to be coming out soon. So we'll definitely keep our eyes open for that. And thank you. We appreciate your time so much.
Cool. Thank you so much, Kayden, and congratulations to you, man. Keep doing your thing. The show
Thank
you
you.
got going on is really awesome. So keep it up.